Hi guys, I want to share a video with you guys today. I've not been here for a long time. I'm sorry. I'll be making more videos now, I promise. Um, yeah, let's just get to it. So I got this book, right? A Rite Aid. I was so excited. Like, I spent my money on this book than to go on a class trip that I was gonna use that money for. Because I really care about you guys. I really care about sharing, what I learned and what we could all learn about God's Word each and every day, right? Yeah. So it was worth it, right? Yeah. Okay. So it's like messages from God about different topics, like raising the dead, like basically mysteries, like Jonah the fish. It's very cool, and like decoding ancient stories, and I'll show you one more, and like Good Friday, and stuff like that. So the first topic is like chapter 1, and I'll be just sharing this book with you. I don't know where you could get this. I found this on like the magazine rack. I'm like, oh my gosh, I am getting this. Yeah. So I'm just gonna be reading, basically sharing, what I learned, interesting things that I found. So the book is basically written in a way that it's new people, like unbelievers, non-believers, can understand. It's written for like everyone in general, that you can understand even if you've never heard about God before. So it's very cool. So I'm gonna read the first page, okay? Like some parts. One of my favorite quotes that I saw in this book says, "Would it not be strange if a universe without purpose accidentally created humans who are so obsessed with purpose?" I love that. Okay. As told in Genesis 1, God moves with purpose. He spends 3 days forming the world, separating day from night, water below from water above, land from sea, and 3 days filling it with every creature imaginable. Day 6 reveals the deeper meaning behind God's creative activity, making the world so He can share with human beings. Men and women are created to be like Himself, to rule and care for the earth as God on God's behalf. The Bible presents the universe in its splendor, all our world and all its wonders. Our human bodies and all their complicated parts of this vast yet intricate creation, all springing from an intelligent being, operating from a deliberate design and purpose. Creation, are told, is the work of the mind and hand of God. So cool. So on the next page, it talks about nature and the human body and the moon and the sun. And this part is basically about like quotes about the universe and creation. I'm gonna read one point, share with you. It says, "Scientists study how and when the world came into being. Scripture wants us to show us who's behind it all. According to the Bible, we are not here by accident. Some scholars think Genesis 1 depicts the world as God's cosmic temple, where He comes to rest on the seventh day and dwell with human beings. This idea sets the tone for the rest of the biblical story. After things go wrong in Genesis 3, God sets out to restore the world so He can dwell with us again." Revelation 21:3. This reminds me of a video I made about creation and wisdom being along with God as He created the world. You should watch that video. The next page talks about the moon and the sun. There's a page like that. Interesting. So some parts I found about history. I love history. Okay. It says the moon and the sun, they're placed in such a way that too close, we die. Too far, we die. It's perfect. There has to be a being of higher intelligence out there that planets. Like, you can't create nothing from something. You can't create something from nothing, right? Like, everything has to work so perfectly. Like, how can you create something from nothing and everything just works out perfectly to sustain life as we still have been till today, like since the beginning of the world? Like, it bothers me. Like, people don't see that. Oh, that reminds me. You should also read Psalm 104. It's a beautiful, beautiful verse about creation and the nature. It's a very beautiful verse. Psalm to read for spring. Seriously, maybe I'll do a reading one day. But it's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay. So some ancient civilization regarded the moon as divine, right? The Sumerians are one of the earliest civilizations, identified the moon with the god Nana. Nana's seat of worship was Ur, it's a modern day city in Iraq, identified today as Telakmakhya. Yeah. According to Genesis 11 to 31, Ur was also the home of Israel's founding patriarch, Abraham. The sun. Is common practice in ancient Near Eastern world to defy forces of nature. Many of Israel's neighbors, like the Akkadians, Assyrians, Babylonians, all of whom are mentioned in the Bible, worship Shamash, the Mesopotamian god. We human beings have gotten so sucked up in creation that we forget the one who created it all, and it's sad. It's sad. Like, no, I do it sometimes, but it's sad. Like, we know it too. That's what, like, it's terrible. We know it too. And finally, the next page is about the human body. So I'm gonna read like different facts about the human body. I love the human body. Like, it's cool. So in the Bible talks about God creating Adam from the ground and then taking the rib from Adam's side to create woman. Such a beautiful story. So facts about the human body. Our skin weighs 6 pounds and covers about 200 feet. If you could harness an electrical input of your brain, it will power a 10-watt bulb. Your brain consumes 25% of all the oxygen in your body. You can sweat up to 3 gallons a day. Fun. And our fingerprints are totally unique, even if you're like a twin. Your body is 63% hydrogen, 25.5% oxygen. Also necessary are fluorine, silicon, tin, and vanadium. Your eyeball is essentially an opaque eyeball filled with water-like fluid, which is actually cool. Like, God, it just shows, all creation just shows just how beautiful God is, and every day I'm just in awe of His beauty. My dream is to go into space and just walk around and see all the planets. And I'm taking astronomy in school, and I love the class. It's like one of my favorite classes because it just shows me the wonders of God. I sit there in awe. I'm like, wow, 1 billion galaxies and 1 billion stars in each galaxy. The sun weighs this much, and the earth is gonna fit this many times in the sun, and this and the black hole, and oh, it's just wow. I'm in awe, and we are right this little speck of dot, just there, staying in life. Who knows if there's more life out there, huh? And you know, this part is like the neuron is like the same structure as the universe. Like, there has to be an intelligent being out there, and I believe that intelligent being is God, and He created you from the start, and He knew your name and everything, and He knitted us in our womb, and He covered us with flesh and skin in our mother's womb, and it's just such a beautiful story. So I hope like you're blessed by how beautiful God works and how His creation is. The next video I'm gonna make is gonna be about the mystery of Moses. So watch out for that. Okay, bye.